Everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are using the beautiful Gather or Come Together suite. The stamp set itself is a photopolymer stamp set. It's called Gather Together. This is a gorgeous set. I love the line work in these images, and then you've got some wonderful sentiments that can be used for many occasions. So we are going to use the bundle, so we're using the stamp set as well as the dies that coordinate. So you have this nice big leaf here, you've got some pumpkin dies, and then you've got these ones that are already kind of have the embossing texture to them. So we're going to use a few of those. We're going to actually do some heat embossing too. So this is just a pretty color combo. This design actually started from me looking through our holiday catalog. So in our catalog on page 46, it starts the Come Together suite. And I was actually looking at this project here and have kind of cased my design off of that, just changed it up a little bit. And I absolutely love the home decor pieces too, and with these little craft pumpkins. So, and I've already thought about kind of a wooden ornament would be awesome. I have some of those too, so that might be a video coming. This is a beautiful suite. You can choose to buy the whole suite, and this item number here will give you all of the products in this box, or if you just want to get the bundle, the stamp set and the leaves, and get your 10% discount, you could use this item number here. So just take a look at that before you place your order in my online store, but it's a gorgeous suite. The paper is just beautiful. So let me show you that, because I have those handy. Here is all of the different patterns. I, of course, will tell you my favorites. I'm really loving this pretty peacock color, just in combination with many different tones. I'm just hooked on it lately. So I love these pumpkin ones. Of course, the gingham is very fun. This is the one that we're going to use today. This is probably my most favorite pattern in the stack. And then, of course, I love to have another piece of wood. And then this one is like the burlap. So those are just gorgeous. And this colorful gingham here is really nice too. So it's a beautiful set of paper. I have these cut down to 6 by 6 because they were part of my paper share, but it's a gorgeous set to pick up. Alright, so let's go ahead and start creating. For our card base, we are using a piece of Pretty Peacock. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we will give that a nice burnish here. Alright, we're going to grab that piece of Designer Series paper, and got quite a bit here on my desk. Let me move some things. We are going to cut this down. Let me see, I think I had it 2.5. We'll do 2.5 by 3 3/4. We'll keep that. And then I'm actually just going to flag this myself. So I'm going to kind of cut up the center here. And I'm keeping it kind of shallow. I'm not going too high. So I'm going to cut in from the corner. Let's meet that up there. Now let's come in from this corner. And you get your little flag. I think my original one was a little bit deeper, but that's okay. It'll work. Alright, so let's stamp as well, because we're going to try to do all of our die cutting at one time. Let me find my wood piece here. So I'm going to take that big leaf, and we're going to grab our Early Espresso ink. I love stamping right to the DSP. It just gives you such a neat look. Look at that. Okay, and then while we have our stamps, let's do our pumpkin with our Cajun Craze. Here, we will stamp that up as well. And then I have 2 blends, so I have the light Cajun Craze here, and I have the bronze. And then we're just going to kind of fill in our pumpkin. And because we used our regular ink, you might notice a little bit of smudging with the ink, but that's okay. I kind of feel like that lends to the pumpkin. Because not all pumpkins are perfect, are they? Okay, so fill that in, and I'll take the bronze now and do my little stem. Looks good. Okay. Alright, so let's grab our die cutting machine. And we'll start with our leaf. Let's line this up. It actually looks perfect right there. Let me move that paper over. Oops. Love that. Look how pretty. Okay. Let's do our pumpkin. Let's put that one down. Oh, I might need a piece of washi here to kind of hold this. Okay. Run that one through. Looks good. Alright, now let's take a couple of these leaves from this set. Whoa. And we have a piece of soft suede here. And I am going to die cut 2 of those. And you'll be able to see here what I mean by the texture to these. So hopefully you can see the little lines in there, and then we're going to make those a little bit more prominent with ink, just to give that another look. Then I have a scrap of Pretty Peacock. I'm going to take our little rectangle die. This is one of the smallest ones in that set. We're going to cut that. That's going to be for our sentiment. Okay, and then we have one more. I got to do my circle, second largest stitched circle in the set. Alright, I think we're done with this, so let's get that out of our way. Alright, now we can start kind of piecing this all together here. Alright, so why don't we do our heat embossing? And let me grab my scrap piece of paper. I have my little rectangle. We're going to use our embossing buddy. Just get all that static off of there. We have our Versamark here. We have our Season of Thanks, and we have our white embossing powder. So we're going to ink that up real well with the Versamark. And then we're going to stamp. Oops, I can't keep this straight. Stamp the Season of Thanks right there in the center. Looks good. And then we'll cover this with our, to give it a little flick. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let's pick this up. Whoops, I got my, let's put that back. I love heat embossing. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. I feel like every project can benefit from heat embossing. Alright, so my heat tool doesn't quite fit all the way, so I am going to probably need my tweezers. It doesn't come all the way over to the camera area. So I'm going to hold that and I'm going to emboss. That turns. I love it. I love it. Alright. Now we can do a little bit of sponging. So let me grab, we'll let that cool a moment. So with my two little leaves here that we have in the soft suede, I have my soft suede ink pad and my little sponge dauber. And I like to kind of go around the edges a little bit. Again, these are not, you know, perfect either. You can crumple these in your hands if you'd like a little bit more texture. Fold them up, bend them. I think that all plays to the look of leaves. So now I'm just going to kind of come in and go in a little bit of a circular motion here and go over those veins that the die provided us. And you can see, look how quickly that changes the look. It's just so easy and fun to do. Love it. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, so let's get those. And now we can start to assemble here. We're going to do some more stamping. I'm going to take that pretty peacock. Let me grab my scratch piece again. Whoop. Well, that was a nice. Stuck it right in the ink. I'm going to grab our big leaf and the pretty peacock. I love the size of this leaf as well. And the lines are just gorgeous. Alright, so let's just stamp all around. And I'm turning my stamp each time. So every one will be different. And let's come in there. Look at that. Gorgeous. I just love this color. I'm telling you, I can't get enough of it. Okay. So let's add some adhesive to our banner. Oops, got some going there. Alright, now let's put this together. So we're going to put that in the center. I'm going to add a little adhesive to the one side of this because I want my leaf to kind of stick in there. Then I'm going to use some dimensionals. Down here. Lay that down. Alright, let's put some adhesive on the bottom of this gorgeous leaf. We're going to put this one on top. Put some on here. And then let's kind of layer those together. Alright, I'm going to put adhesive on one half of this. I'm going to put a dimensional on this side because it's going to stick up a little because of our raised circle. So let's see. Alright, that looks about right there. I'm going to stick that down. We're going to put our little pumpkin, and look at that. So there are 2 cards. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. And again, I think you could do this in any color combination. You can just change it up. You can turn these into birthday cards, you know, any occasion, really. I just love them. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You can find a full supply list in the description of the video, and I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.